Good morning, everybody. I'm Martin Wenzel. This is American Truck Simulator. We are in Soccorro, New Mexico, and I'm going to be hauling this trailer full of cows. It's a cow transport vehicle, as it says on the back. Cow transport vehicle, caution, it's a road train. But we only have one. I know we did a double chicken trailer before, a couple episodes ago. 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes ago. I remember doing that. We're going to be coming back, basically going back to the same place we came from the big Operation Big Sur. It's been about 2 days since the last episode. Completed that job from Operation Big Sur to Soccorro. Now we're going to be headed back the same direction, back toward California. And E&J Gallo Winery. I don't know why they want these cows at the winery, but that's where they're telling us to take them. It's a pretty light load, only 6,600 pounds. Just added this back in. These chicken, sheep, cow trailers from Virus to Cyrus. He makes some great stuff. And he's also got the Great Dane trailer that I have in the mod list. Hopefully it's in the mod list. I'll have to make sure it's in there. Also has some steak trailers, or whatever they call those. I know they call them steak cars for the train, so I'm going to say steak trailers. Those are the ones that haul logs. And so we'll be doing some of those, either hauling logs or just hauling empty ones. I'm sure if you're hauling logs, you get paid more than just hauling the empty trailer itself, but depends on what we want to do, how much gas we want to use. Also added back in, it was finally updated, the cities or the US expansion mod. That's the mod that adds quite a few cities here and there throughout the map. Parker, Quartzsite, Chico, Yuba. Good number of cities added in. Vaughn in New Mexico, which is actually in the vanilla game but isn't a discoverable city or a place where you can take loads to and from. Added back in. He had to update it to get to the latest update. Is now set for the latest version of American Truck Simulator and the Coast to Coast. I also added in Canada Dream, whatever it is, however you would say that. Adding in Canada, so we'll have maybe have some deliveries up there. I don't know if I'll do any episodes of those deliveries, but we'll see. If there's a good stretch of highway that's actually well done, and we'll see how it is up in Canada, or if it's just a lot of emptiness, similar to a lot of Coast to Coast. I think that map is done by Mantix or something like that, and then Coast to Coast is done by Mantrid. So 2 different guys, but they work. I don't know if they work at all together, but obviously you have to make sure those connections between the 2 maps work. I don't know what the deal is with the frame rate. I was just playing Tower 3D Pro and the frame rate was atrocious in there, and I wasn't like even doing any recording either. It's just, I don't know, maybe my computer is starting to fail. It has been a couple years, it's been 2-3 years I think with this one now. Definitely need to start looking at the upgrades, figure out what I'm going to be doing. It is also really hot. I know back in Milwaukee, my hometown, they've been throwing out dangerous weather warnings, and it's in fact hotter and more humid here than there. And I've been doing my bike rides and everything. Yesterday, the bike ride, it was actually a little bit cooler. Tuesday, 2 days ago, seemed cooler, but it was very cloudy and the rain was about to fall, it felt like. I got a few raindrops, didn't really start pouring at all. That was a nice cool ride. I was able to put 25 miles in, and then yesterday it was 85 degrees, felt like 100 according to weather.com, and humidity about 85%. And I didn't think it looked like it would be a cooler day actually because it was cloudy and everything. but just the humidity is really there. And then a couple weeks ago, last week, I did 2 rides early in the week, and it was blistering. I mean, it felt like, they were saying it was feeling like 120, 125 degrees. Humidity was between 50 and 90% over those 2 days, so really knocking out some bike rides in some really awful weather. And that's all here in China, where I live. Xinjiang, China, near Hangzhou, about 4 hours southwest of Shanghai. So pull out your maps, boys and girls. Well, southwest of Shanghai. Keep getting my directions mixed up. Basically the same, I believe latitude would be latitude as Phoenix, Los Angeles, that kind of basically where we are driving here in American Truck Simulator all the time. I am sorry about the frame rates. They're just really awful. Not as good as they used to be out in the open road, and now even worse here in Albuquerque than ever before. What is that FedEx truck doing? Went all the way down, almost went down the way station ramp and then pulls right back out. So, I've been experiencing some of the fundamental problems of American Truck Simulator. Well, not fundamental, but some of the things that they did mention in the live stream, and I did talk about last episode, was how they want to work on upgrading to DirectX 12 or 13, something like that, which might, I hope, will help with performance of this game. Because this game is so beautiful, but it, just on computers that aren't souped up, you cannot record very good videos and stuff because just the ability, the game struggles even when you're not recording sometimes. So, of course, my computer is probably mid-tier at this point now. But another thing that we're experiencing in this job, and we experienced in the Operation Big Sur job, is that, again, the hockey stick layout of the map at this point, and will be exasperated by adding Oregon onto the top of it and extending that L shape, that hockey stick shape of the map as it is right now. New Mexico, Arizona, California, up to Oregon. And you get a few jobs going through Nevada. You can sneak through Nevada and that can kind of change it up. But most of the time, you're taking jobs on the 5, the I-5, the Interstate 5, and Interstate 40, which we are doing today. We're going to be on Interstate 40. We're eventually going to get on Interstate 5 and head up California. And it's just those two same highways. This is the main corridor Occasionally you'll get on the 8, occasionally you'll get on the 10, but it's always going to be on this east-west 40, north-south 5 corridor, and they did mention that that's something they're looking at. They do know that's a problem, that they are going to be working on squaring out the map in future DLCs after Oregon. And I do hope that that next DLC after Oregon is Utah. Maybe a pack, Utah, Colorado, but I think the fact that Utah and Colorado have such insane landscapes, they're going to be separate DLCs. But I'm hoping at some point we do start getting, and it probably will be once we start getting to smaller area states, because all these states out west are really large compared to their eastern counterparts. So I think Utah will be the next DLC, and they said that with Oregon, by the time they finish with Oregon, they're going to have 2 dedicated map teams, which is going to be awesome. And 2 dedicated map teams to further DLC, like additional DLC, not 2 map teams, one going back and upgrading the old map, which is something they've also started to be doing, but 2 dedicated teams to working on 2 DLCs moving forward. And maybe what that means is that Texas is going to have 1 dedicated team that's going to be working on, for the next couple of years, and then we'll have another team that works on Utah, and that Utah comes out. And then they'll work on Colorado, then Colorado comes out. Then they'll work on Idaho, Idaho comes out. Then they might, and somewhere in there they'll stick Washington, so you don't just have this weird gap between Idaho and Oregon, and a weird thing going on there. But that's where I think you got to go forward. I think they need to focus on moving east, but also north and east at the same time, northeast. And so right now, the next northeast state, the best place to go would be Utah, obviously. And then I think fill it in just to give a few more options. Go to Colorado, and then maybe then at that point you head back to Washington, hit Washington, get Idaho in there, Montana, and now you've really squared off the map. And by then, if you do have 1 just dedicated team that's just working on Texas for the next few years, and while putting out those next 3 or 4 or 5 states to square off the map, then let's say 2021, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, 2020, 2021, you pop out Texas, and boom, huge addition. Texas is gonna be huge. I don't know. Are they gonna charge more for Texas? I hope not. I think $15. You're charging $15 for New Mexico. That's it's the first paid DLC in American Truck Simulator. It doesn't disappoint. It's a huge map, and Texas is going to be probably 2-3 times that size at least, right? I hope they don't charge $40 for it, which is basically the price of a new game. It's gonna get really pricey, and you don't want to scare people off. And I hope they don't split it up. I hope they don't do like a Texas East, Texas West thing. Just do all Texas at once. Put it out. Just boom, you're gonna add a huge chunk to the map. After Texas, then I would think you kind of just inch your way over and kind of work in both directions, right? So after Texas, have someone. Now you've got the 2 teams because Texas is done. That team is freed up. And now they can move over and continue east in Louisiana, and then have the other team go north in Oklahoma. And then just kind of keep branching out that way. And avoid doing the hockey stick thing again. So once you get Louisiana done, then move north on that little and go up to Arkansas. And then maybe do Mississippi and cross the Mississippi River. And then once you get Mississippi done, probably do Alabama, then do Tennessee. And you kind of just inch over, and you keep filling it in so you have nice chunks of land, not just this little strip going towards Florida and a strip going up, and then move over. But that is so far off. I don't think we're going to get to Mississippi River before 2022. But I hope they're able to, I don't know a ton about game engines and stuff and what they can do to possibly, make this game run better and stay up to date. If they can change engines, or if that's just impossible, that would require it just being a whole new game. because people are going to be, I mean, this is a game, and this is the same with like a train simulator or a flight simulator games where you have all these DLC packs. You buy the DLC packs, and you're invested, and then they pull the rug out and they say, okay, we're done. We're making a new one now. Start over collecting those DLC packs. And it's a little irritating, but as the creator said, I forget his name, SCS, he said that he hopes to reach the East Coast sometime in his lifetime. You know, he wants to finish this game. He wants it to be a complete thing. And they have said they will support it for the next 5 to 10 years. I don't know how they're going to do it for the next 10 years because technology changes so much. You know, and how they can revamp all the undercarriage of the game, the engine. And if that's something they're willing to rebuild the game and not make you repurchase it as a new game. And I just don't see how that's possible, but fingers crossed SCS treats us well, and we'll see what happens, because this is an addictive game. This is a game where you just can kind of zen out. When I'm making these videos, I mean, these videos are the hard part. Making the videos are the hard part because you're talking. You have to talk. You have to have some content. You have to come up with something, or you just have a video where you are zen and people just watch you drive. American Truck Simulator Experience, or American Truck Experience, whatever that channel is. He just does videos of him driving, just playing the game. He doesn't talk at all. And there's part of me that wants to kind of get into that at some point, where it's just, I kind of almost did that this video. Most of our journey was kind of silent, just letting you guys drive along. Let me know what you think, if you enjoy having the sped up and music in the background, or if you just want it to be real time, but me not talking over and just you can hear the sounds of the road and the truck. That's how American Truck Experience does it. It's kind of cool just to see him drive and hear the engine brake. And there's not that pressure to create conversation, because sometimes it's not always stuff to talk about. I'm now rambling about something, but that was kind of just experiencing the frame rate issues and experiencing this hockey puck. I mean, we're going over I-40. It's beautiful. I think something that could help with the frame rate is probably turning off, and I don't know, I think I tried it and it didn't really do anything, but turning off Slavin 93's graphics upgrades here, like the vegetation, the roads, and the mountain textures are modded things. And for sure that has an impact on the frame rate, but I haven't noticed any appreciable gains when turning them off. So that's where we are. Frame rate's holding steady at 60 frames per second. I know you guys, some people probably are like, why is he always talking about frame rates? I want to put out a good product. I mean, I want to put out good content, and it's a little frustrating knowing the limitations of what my computer has at this point. And believe me, I want to make better videos, and I know I'm not making any money from these things right now. We're not at that point, and I really do hope I can get to a point where I'm making a little money off the YouTube channel to justify purchasing upgraded equipment solely for the purpose of making videos. And obviously within the next year or two, I'm going to upgrade my computer, and that's just going to be a necessary upgrade for everything, for me being able to play games just for my own enjoyment, much less making videos. But I hope you guys who are enjoying these, spread it around, get more people to follow. Comment, please comment and tell me what you like, what you don't like. Do you hate me rambling and talking while we're driving? Do you, what would you like me to talk about? Give me some topic ideas. What would you like me to talk about while we're driving? Or any game. I mean, what games would you like to see me play? And if I have them, I'll play them. I'll try to make some gameplays. I am looking forward. I mean, let's talk about some gaming news. I don't think I mentioned it in any videos so far, is that I'm really excited. And this news came out probably a month ago now, so I've been just following weekly, just seeing, getting really interested in it again. Madden football. And I don't know how many of you guys who do American Truck Simulator or are interested in this do Madden football. For a lot of PC guys, the game's probably just disappeared from their minds. Oh, I've got a chicken trailer right there. But I've always liked playing Madden football. it isn't 100% realistic. It is a kind of a, it takes a little of the heart out of what the game actually is, really. And there are some things I wish they would improve on, but the last time I played it was 2007, or Madden 07, 2007. The last time it was on PC. Last time it was released for PC, and I believe it had Ray Lewis on the cover. And I used to play the crap out of that game. I would do the franchise mode or the owner mode, one or the other, and I would just go on through. I'd play through, and usually I play as the Packers, my favorite team. I'm from Wisconsin, so very rarely, I mean, there are people in Wisconsin that have other favorite teams, but most people, it's the Packers. And I don't see why you wouldn't. Oh, Kingman is killer. I do not know what the issue is. And I think, I've said it. Oh my god, this is horrible. I've said it that I need to just clear out all my folders, or maybe I'll go on a different profile and see how it works. I'll go on my test profile and just clear out all the mods and try to drive through Kingman, because Kingman just hangs up. It is awful there. You see that? And every time I come into Kingman, it does that. It just snags, and I don't know what it is. And I do have to test that. So I'm sorry about that. That's incredibly terrible. I mean, that's terrible. I don't know what it is, and that's since the last update, I feel like, because I don't remember ever having that trouble before. I did 40 episodes of American Truck Simulator. Never had issues like that ever before. And Kingman is just destroy. I mean, it goes to zero. It freezes up. I mean, I don't even have that issue in Las Vegas. To this day, I don't even have that in Las Vegas. So I don't know what's going on with Kingman. But back to Madden. I used to play Madden all the time. Played it as the Packers. I played it 2001, where it was like it was really weird. I'm going to just kind of go down memory lane here, and I'll try to wrap it up really quick here, but memory lane, I had Madden 98 probably or whatever, and you know, they were all very blocky. Then I got Madden 2001, and everything was 3D, wow, it was smooth, all that stuff, and I remember playing as the Ravens that year because the Ravens won the Super Bowl. Well, then ever since then, I would buy the game almost every other year, you know, because no need to buy it every year, especially if you're invested in a career or in a franchise or something. You kind of want to play that out a few years. And then 2007 came, and then 2008, they're like, no, we're not making it for PC anymore, and it was so disappointing. And finally, it's coming back. I'll finally be able to play as Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I have not been able to play as Aaron Rodgers in Madden for any appreciable amount of time. I mean, remember, 2007, Madden 2007 was the 2006 NFL season, I believe is what it would be, right? Aaron Rodgers was only in his second year. He was the backup to Brett Favre. I mean, I think I might have traded him away just because I was able to find a better quarterback. So I'm excited. What is going on here? Ooh, kind of falling down this hill here. Oh, I wonder if I missed the good place to rest. Probably should have rested in Kingman. So we're gonna have to drive, I think, all the way to Barstow now. Well, there's a truck stop right up ahead, so that's where we're going to be pulling off. So I'm going to wrap it up about Madden, my little rant about Madden. It's coming back to PC for Madden 2019. And super excited. Madden 19, not 2019, but Madden 19. I'm really excited about that. You know, and to see, I haven't really played the game that much. I played, you know, last time I think I played the game, I think I played on an Xbox, and it was 2012 maybe. So it's been quite a while even there. And just see the upgrades, see what they've done to it, and see maybe they've made franchise mode a little bit more realistic. I always know that. I remember when I would play it on PC. I used to be I used to have a website and everything, and man, it was a beautiful website. It looked almost like a real NFL website. It was very awesome. And there was a whole league of us that did that. We didn't play together. We just had our own individual offline single player, you know, franchises, but we'd have websites for them, and we'd write news stories and have rosters and pictures and all that stuff and the stats. And I remember having to game kind of there were a certain set of rules that people would post on the internet, like what kind of sliders to use to get realistic stats, playing 15-minute quarters, how to not take advantage of the very easy salary cap, etc., etc. So I'm really excited for Madden coming out on PC. Next episode, I'll talk about some other games I'm looking forward to, if I remember to do that. But here we are, just past US 93 going south to Ehrenberg. Put the parking brake on, getting pretty decent. Again, I mean, real life, these truckers, they'll get 7 miles per gallon. I'm getting 6.3, and I get excited. And I have all the fuel economy, the fuel economy skills already taken up. So it really depends on how heavy your load is, and the loads in this game might just be really heavy. And this one is the lightest load you could probably get in the game, besides that mobile barrier, which is 500 pounds, and I think is a little unrealistic. So here we are at the truck stop. Until next time, I'm Martin Wenzel. This is American Truck Simulator. Happy trucking. Take care.